But it was not such a wonderful situation. It was a family that had a girl in high school, a boy in college, and a boy who was flying in the Air Force. And, of course, he wasn't home. But the boy that was at home, that was in college, thought I was just dirt because I was having to earn my way with board and room. And he made life miserable for me. He would change his shirt sometimes 3 times a day. And knowing that I would have to launder and iron those shirts, I didn't have any love in my heart for him. Each Saturday I'd have a bushel basket full of shirts, and most of them were his. And so I didn't have any love for him, and he didn't for me. It was interesting, though, when his brother came home from the Air Force on leave, and he saw very quickly what his brother was doing. He took him to task in a quick way, and he told him, cut that out, and told him what he thought of him, and it wasn't much. However, he didn't change his ways. But the girl in high school was my roommate, and even though she was much younger, we hit it off very well. And she was always confiding in me her crushes on this boy and that boy in high school. And I listened to her and enjoyed her. She was a bubbly, fun type. Actually, she was the most fun of anybody in the family. And so I enjoyed that part of being there. But the mother ran a dress shop, and the father worked downtown in a kind of an insurance securities type office, and so he was always buried deep in the problems of the office, and the depression was not over, and so things were slow, and he was always kind of worried. He was a very nice man, but he always seemed to be very, very worried. And his wife, of course, was anxious to have the dress shop do well, and so she was all business, and she would just list off the things that she wanted me to do this day and that day and so on. And so I did an awful lot of work for board and room at that place, and there was none of the fun times of somebody helping you work out your course and trying to arrange so you could go to the football game on Saturday and all that. It was my problem to get the work done that they outlined and work around it for my classes and the other things. However, I did do it. We didn't have any crosswords or anything, and got through the year, but I determined that by the next year I was going to find a way to batch it. That's what we called it, live off campus.